There are quite a few places that I just like to revisit, and this is one of them. This little pond by Bergen is always pretty, especially in the morning, and especially in the winter, when there is a little bit of mist coming off the open water and frost in the air. Well, it's beautiful. In fact, all of this country between Fallen Timber Creek and the Red Deer River, it's gorgeous any time of year. Today there was a little bit of mist and a little bit of forest fire smoke in the air, so it kind of limited the long views. But up close, look at those rose hips the size of crab apples. Horses hanging out in the shade. And a piece of road that I hadn't really explored before. This is the Nietzsche Creek Valley. It's a little ways to the northwest of Sundre, and it's stunning. Parts of it are kind of damp, with lots of flowers, bees all over the place. Butterflies, too. This one had a bit of a chunk out of its wing. And then just over the ridge, wide open and grassy. Why these horses keep hanging around the trees, I don't know, but that's the second bunch I saw doing this. It had been a lovely morning so far, but there was rain in the forecast and clouds were moving in. So I headed on down the road to a place I really wanted to check out. Had to stop for this, though. What a cool old cabin and set of corrals, and strangely, it was full of hops. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before. Love the smell of that stuff. And then I came across this. It looked like maybe a lightning strike had happened sometime in the fairly recent past and started a small forest fire. I mean small, like maybe 300 square meters. But it was absolutely solid with wildflowers. It is true that fires, though they destroy, they also renew. Okay, one more stop before I finally get to that place I was actually looking for. This bog was all frozen over when I'd been here last winter. Now, thawed, so many fascinating things. That tea-colored water held all kinds of secrets. Cotton grass on the side of the road. Little bits of bugs floating around. Fascinating. But this is what I actually came for. These roots sticking out of this old beaver pond. Last winter, they looked like this. Those shadows were just stunning. Now though, gotta admit, I was a bit disappointed. Kind of bland. But this being southern Alberta, there's always something else to see. Like this little family of mallards and a Sora rail. That's the first one I've seen this summer. And of course, plenty of bees and thistle blossoms. And I came across this young kingbird waiting for Mum to bring lunch. And she did. She brought a raspberry, which turned out to be a little hard to swallow. It had been a great late summer day, but late summer will turn to this fairly soon. But don't worry, this is dogbane. It always turns early. There's still plenty of summer left. The foothills, aspens, and poplars are still green. And the pastures are lush. Summer might be slowing down, but it ain't done yet. That little spring-fed pond and those roots I revisited, yeah, they look beautiful in the snow. But I'm in no rush to see them that way.